If your lawn mower is less than 5 years old, you could already be shortening its life without realizing it. Every spring, thousands of perfectly good mower engines fail. Not because they're worn out, not because they're cheap, but because their owners skip a few maintenance steps that take less time than brewing a cup of coffee. What's crazy is that there's another mower, probably somewhere within 2 streets of your house, that's been running for 20 or even 30 years on the same engine. The difference isn't the brand. It's 5 habits. Mechanics do them automatically. Most homeowners have never heard of them. Stay with me, because habit number 3 is responsible for destroying more small engines than almost anything else, yet almost nobody checks it. And the last habit takes only 15 seconds before every mow but can literally save an engine from catastrophic damage. By the end of this video, you'll know all 5 habits, why they work, and how they can mean the difference between replacing your mower in a few years or keeping it running reliably for decades. Habit 1. The synthetic switch. $8. 1 swap per season. This is the $15 hack, and it is not just a product recommendation. It is an engineering decision with consequences that show up inside your engine over hundreds of hours. Most manufacturers recommend SAE 30 or 10W30 for their engines. Briggs Stratton's own published guidance lists 5W30 synthetic as their most recommended oil for best protection at all temperatures. Kawasaki recommends 10W40 synthetic for their FX commercial engines in high heat. Honda approves 5W30 synthetic across the GCV line. The manufacturers say it themselves. Most owners never read that far. Here is why synthetic is different at the molecular level. Conventional oil is refined from crude petroleum. The molecules are irregular, some large, some small. Under heat and mechanical stress, they shear apart. They leave deposits on the surfaces they were supposed to protect. Synthetic oil is engineered molecule by molecule, uniform in size, uniform in shape. It resists heat breakdown dramatically better. It flows faster at cold startup, the moment when most engine wear actually occurs. The first few seconds after a cold start is when oil has not reached every surface yet, and metal contacts metal dry. Synthetic closes that window faster. The difference accumulates over hundreds of hours. One mechanic tracked his own engines for years. The internal condition of a splash-lubricated small engine on synthetic at 800 hours looked dramatically cleaner than a comparable engine on conventional oil at 300. The deposits, the varnish, the cylinder wall scoring. Synthetic produces far less of all of it, $8 per season. That is the investment. What it buys is the engine condition that makes 1,000 hours possible instead of 300. Look up your manufacturer's synthetic oil specification before the next oil change. It is in the owner's manual. Use exactly that grade. Not whatever is on the shelf. The grade is the detail that makes the difference. Habit 2. The oiled foam filter trick. $0. 3 minutes. Every homeowner knows to clean the air filter. Almost nobody does the one extra step that doubles its effectiveness. And the manufacturer documentation actually specifies it. Most people never read it. Here is what the air around your mower looks like at full cut speed. Dust, grass particles, dirt, all of it moving at the velocity of the blade. The air filter is the only thing standing between that debris and your cylinder walls. If it gets past the filter, every particle acts as an abrasive, scoring the cylinder, wearing the piston rings, cutting the service life of the engine every single session. The step almost everyone skips. After washing the foam element in warm soapy water and letting it dry completely, apply clean engine oil to the foam. Work it in until the oil is distributed evenly through the element. That oiled surface does something a dry foam filter cannot. A dry filter catches particles by physical interception. A particle hits a foam fiber and either sticks or bounces. An oiled filter adds adhesion. The oil traps particles that would have bounced off a dry fiber and gone straight through into the engine. The filtration efficiency difference is measurable. It is documented in filtration engineering, and it costs nothing beyond the drop of oil already in your garage. Some engines have a pre-cleaner foam element that sits over the main filter and catches the largest debris first. Wash it the same way. Oil it the same way. Replace it every 2 seasons regardless of how it looks. Foam deteriorates invisibly. It loses structural integrity and its ability to hold oil even when it still appears clean. A replacement element costs $3 to $5. That is cheaper than a single valve cleaning caused by dirty air getting through. Habit 3. The cooling fin clean. $0. 5 minutes. The highest return habit on this entire list. This is the one almost nobody does. It is also the one mechanics identify as the single most important maintenance task on any air-cooled small engine. And it is the habit that the 30-year machines consistently have in common. Here is what happens when you skip it. Grass clippings and dirt pack into the channels between the cooling fins on the cylinder head and engine block. Airflow stops. Heat accumulates. Operating temperature rises. When temperature rises, the oil inside the crankcase thins. Its viscosity drops because that is what heat does to oil. Thinned oil provides less protection on bearing surfaces and cylinder walls. The head gasket, the seal between the cylinder head and the engine block, comes under thermal stress it was not designed to handle. Head gaskets fail. Valve guides loosen. In severe cases, push rods bend from the thermal expansion the engine experiences without adequate cooling. That entire chain starts with a fin channel packed with grass clippings. And it ends with a repair bill that costs more than the mower is worth. The fix takes 5 minutes. Remove the engine shroud. 2 to 4 bolts on most machines. Brush or blow out every fin channel on the cylinder head and the block. Pay specific attention to the area directly above the exhaust valve. That is where combustion temperatures are highest and where debris accumulates most densely. Reinstall the shroud with every bolt. The shroud is not cosmetic. It directs airflow across the fins in a specific pattern. A missing shroud reduces cooling effectiveness, even when every fin is perfectly clean. Do this at the end of every season, before storage. Do it again at the start of the next season, before first use. 10 minutes per year total. That is the habit that separates the engines with clean internals at 800 hours from the engines with scored cylinder walls at 200. Habit 4. The stabilizer protocol. $3 to $5. One habit change. Most people add stabilizer to old gas. Gas that has been sitting in the tank for weeks. That is too late, and the manufacturer says exactly that. Adding a fuel stabilizer to untreated gas in your mower will not revitalize that fuel or protect the engine from starting and carburetor problems. If the gasoline in the engine has not been treated with a fuel stabilizer, it must be drained completely or run until it is out of fuel. Stabilizer is a preservative, not a cure. It slows the oxidation process that turns gasoline into varnish, but it can only slow oxidation in fuel that has not already started degrading significantly. The habit mechanics use. Add stabilizer to the gas can when filling it at the pump, before the fuel ever enters the machine. Every drop of fuel that enters the carburetor is already stabilized from that moment forward. The protection begins at purchase, not weeks later when degradation is already underway. Gasoline starts degrading in 30 days. Over a full winter, 5, 6, 7 months of sitting, degraded fuel turns into varnish inside the carburetor. The passages inside a small engine carburetor are measured in fractions of a millimeter. A deposit that is invisible to the naked eye is enough to block fuel flow completely. That is the carburetor job that costs $150 at a shop. That is the spring no-start that sends machines to a 2-week repair backlog every April. $3 to $5 of stabilizer per season prevents all of it. If ethanol-free fuel is available in your area, use it instead. No ethanol means no moisture absorption, no phase separation, no dissolved rubber components in the carburetor. Fuel that stays stable for up to 2 years instead of 30 days. It costs more per gallon. It costs far less than the carburetor rebuild it prevents. Habit 5. The paint pen dipstick check. $2. 15 seconds before every mow. This is the cheapest habit and the most important one, because it is the insurance policy that makes the other 4 irrelevant if you ever skip it. Low oil does more damage to a small engine in a single mowing session than months of neglect in every other category. The first few minutes of running an engine low on oil create wear that no amount of synthetic oil or clean air filters can reverse afterward. And the most common reason engines run low on oil is not carelessness. It is that the dipstick is hard to read. In a dark garage, with an aging tube that has never been marked, people check it, they think it looks fine. It was not fine. The fix cost $2. A paint pen from any hardware store. Pull the dipstick, wipe it clean, reinsert it fully. Pull it out. Find the full level mark. Apply a dot of paint pen ink at exactly that level. Let it dry. From this point forward, every pre-mow oil check takes 15 seconds. The marked level is unambiguous regardless of lighting, regardless of how clean or dark the oil is, regardless of experience level. Check it before every single mow. Not every other mow, every mow. Briggs Stratton residential engines in particular have a documented tendency to consume oil slowly as they age. A slow burn past aging piston rings or valve seals can drop the oil level by a meaningful amount between sessions without the owner ever noticing. Run the engine low on a hot afternoon and the overheating chain reaction from habit 3 kicks in instantly. Except now there is also insufficient lubrication accelerating the wear at the same time. Both failure modes running simultaneously. That is the engine that dies in a single session on a machine that was running fine the week before. $2. 15 seconds. Every mow. That is the habit. Here is what all 5 of these habits have in common. None of them require a mechanic. None of them require special tools. None of them take more than 15 minutes once a season, and together they cost under $15 total. Synthetic oil at the right grade for your engine. $8 to $10 per season. Oiled foam filter, $0. Cooling fin cleaning, $0. Stabilizer added at the pump, $3 to $5. Paint pen on the dipstick, $2 once. That is the complete system. The 30-year mower 2 streets away is not a miracle. It is the result of a 15-minute ritual once a season and 15 seconds before every single mow. The machines that die at 200 hours skip that ritual. Every time, without exception. Now here is the thing. Even a machine that has been running on all 5 of these habits for years can develop a problem that none of them prevent. A specific mechanical failure that starts quietly and builds over several sessions before it announces itself with smoke or a stall. It is the most commonly misdiagnosed problem in any small engine, and it costs $3 to fix if you catch it early. It costs the whole engine if you do not. I broke it down completely in this next video right here. Tap it and I will see you there.